Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're talking about upcoming big storm here. We're gonna have potentially severe weather here for the Midwest here into the Central Plains this week here. We're gonna be watching Oklahoma, Kansas, and then heading up toward the Midwest toward Nebraska and South Dakota. Potentially some severe weather later this week or on Friday here, and potentially continuing into the Central Plains and maybe Southeast, maybe this weekend. So all that will be coming up in today's video. So let's get into things. Okay, here we are looking at our radar here. We see we do have some rain showers going on for Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Missouri. We have some rain showers. A few storms have some special weather statements here in southern Texas here. Our other storms are mainly just regular rain showers and thunderstorms here. Really not too severe, nothing really big going on. They took off the marginal risk for today, so it's just a general thunderstorms risk for these areas. We also have some snow showers and a winter storm that moved through some of these areas here over the last little bit. So we may got some accumulation. We even have some lake effect snow going on for some areas here in the Northeast. We're also seeing the big snowstorm that impacted yesterday, moving out of Maine right now, where we still have some rain showers going on. Right now it shows just rain, but there could be snow falling here. We also have some rain showers moving into Maine here. Second round here after the main round moves out here. Then, like I said, we have this lake effect snow going on. Areas in New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio, close to West Virginia. Also have a little bit of a swath of snow going on for areas of Iowa, Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota here. See a swath. This may hit some areas in Wisconsin if this continues here. And then we see here in the southwest, we're pretty dry here. And then the northwest, we're seeing some rain showers, snow flurries. Really not too widespread, kind of scattered here in some areas. So like southern Oregon or northern Oregon, we're seeing some rain slash snow showers. Sorry, and then we have some other rain slash snow showers here, areas of Washington, but scattered mainly. Then areas of Idaho and Montana, some areas seeing some isolated rain showers and snow showers going on here. So and then there's this area here in Washington that were pretty dry at the moment. So that's basically what's going on live radar right now. Florida, not seeing too much, really no thunderstorms down there. Do have general thunderstorms risk here, though, according to the radar. So let's move on here. Okay, now we're looking at our snowstorm that's actually moving out here. We're going to check out some of the snow flurries that will be going on here in the Northeast tonight. So we see that storm moving out here. That big snowstorm that we had yesterday into today is now moving out here. We do see some flurries going on. This is about now. 4 p.m. is about the time here. It shows at the bottom of the screen there. The time here, and we see some snow flurries going on here for some of these areas, but most of the big rain and heavy snow is mainly moving out for most of the Northeast here. Maybe a few areas and may see some heavy rain going on, but that will be moving out shortly here. So we're going to see how it goes throughout the evening here. See some snow flurries continue in areas of Pennsylvania, New York. May see some rain showers in northern Maine here, so we may see a few rain showers going on there. Most of our snow will be probably in Canada, or that lake effect down here. It's going to look like mainly rain here for Maine. Most of the heavy rain will be moving out here by about 6 p.m. here. As we move forward here, we still continue to see flurries here for New York, mainly here. It shows quite a bit of heavy snow going on, maybe at times. And then we have maybe some flurries all the way up to Maine, some isolated flurries going on up there. So we will have to watch that closely as we continue to go through here. Continue to see snow flurries over the next little bit, around 10 p.m. And we continue to have snow flurries as we go on into tomorrow, but it looks like they start dissipating here around 10 a.m. tomorrow, and we don't see as many snow showers, and we do see some sort of warm up trying to move into some areas in the Northeast here after that snowstorm moved through. So, very interesting. Let's move on to our severe weather threat. Okay, now we're looking at our outlooks here. So, we are looking at day one, Tuesday here. So we do have a general thunderstorm risk here for the Central Plains and lower Midwest. We also have a general thunderstorm for the Northwest. And then some areas of southern Florida are in the general thunderstorms. This basically means that you have the threat of maybe a few storms with lightning, thunder with them, heavy downpours. Some of that is possible in these areas, but no strong storms are expected. There could still be a severe thunderstorm warning or special weather statement in these, but it's fairly low though. There's no Pacific area that's the most favorable for any severe weather, so really we don't have severe weather expected today, but we do have maybe a few showers with thunderstorms with lightning and thunder, and maybe a few get severe, but nothing too big here. We did have a marginal risk, but that did get expired here. Varies of Texas earlier, so it did get expired here, and now it's just general thunderstorms here. Day 2, however, though, is now a marginal risk, 1 out of 5 on the scale here. Missouri, Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas here. You see a 1 out of 5 marginal risk here of severe weather. Then we have this yellow region, that's 2 out of 5, slight risk here. Areas of Oklahoma, southern Kansas here, some areas of maybe southwest Missouri, and northwest Arkansas potentially here. We do see a risk of severe weather. We also do have a marginal risk here for areas near Washington, Oregon, and maybe getting close to California there. We do have a risk of maybe seeing some severe weather. Marginal risk 1 out of 5 here, so we do have a possibility of some severe weather going on there. So you will have to watch that closely. Even though the Northwest doesn't see much severe weather, you could see some severe weather maybe tomorrow here. So just watch that very carefully here if you're in that marginal risk there, Northwest. Also watch this area here into the Central Plains, into the Midwest here for maybe some severe weather. Scared severe weather in Oklahoma and Kansas potentially. Then we move on to our day 3 here. You see there is a marginal risk of severe weather for Missouri, Nebraska, Kansas, Oklahoma. We do see that marginal risk. That's a 1 out of 5. Pretty big marginal risk here, so we will have to watch for another day. Potentially severe weather for day 3. So let's have quite a large general thunderstorm risk here for these areas. So you will have to watch for maybe a few thunderstorms with lightning and thunder with them, but nothing too big in that general thunderstorms. Even some general thunderstorms for northwest here. So we'll have to watch that very closely, but we can see most of the eastern United States is pretty dry here, according to the outlooks at least here. So that's what's showing. Okay, now we're moving on to our day 4 outlook here, and we have a 15% chance. This is kind of rare here. We have for a day 4 risk here, 15% chance for areas of Kansas, Nebraska, and South Dakota here. That's where we're going to have to watch for some severe weather going on potentially later this week or on Friday here. So we will have to watch that very, very closely for some areas of Sanook City, Grand Island, Nebraska, Kearney, Nebraska. Some of those areas need to be on alert for maybe some severe weather coming up here on Friday. So continue to watch here, have updates here if you're in this yellow region, because there is a severe weather risk for your area here. And we will have to watch this very closly over the next few days here. We'll have to watch for damaging wind, large hail, and maybe a few tornadoes in here. We're going to definitely have to watch this next few days as this comes up here. We also have possibly a risk here. Areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois potentially for day 5. Right now they didn't put a outlook for day 5, but we will have to watch this area for maybe a 15% chance tomorrow, or day 3 we probably will have a marginal or slight risk somewhere in here, because it looks likely that we're going to have some sort of severe weather the day after Friday for some of these areas that are circled on the screen here. So we'll have to watch this very closely. Okay, let's move to the models and show what's going to look like for the next few days here. Okay, now we're looking at the models here, and we're seeing that our winter storm is going to be moving out here of the northeast. And we see, according to what it shows around this time here, we're seeing maybe a few showers for areas of Kansas, Oklahoma, maybe Missouri, Texas here. Potentially seeing some showers and thunderstorms here around 3 p.m. today. Let's move forward here, see what we're going to see throughout the night. Maybe some rain showers in Missouri, Oklahoma, Texas here. Potentially some rain showers around tomorrow around 4 a.m. We see few rain showers, strong potentially thunderstorms here. We'll have to watch here for areas of Missouri and Arkansas. Probably won't be too strong, but we'll have to watch maybe for some gusty winds in there. Maybe a little bit of small hail, possibly. We'll have to watch that closely. But a few strong storms tonight, possibly around 4 a.m. in the morning. may develop near Missouri and Arkansas, maybe even some areas of Oklahoma. Then we continue on, we see some more showers and thunderstorms continuing around 7 a.m. here, and then it moves into Arkansas, some stronger storms. We will have to watch for some strong storms here, potentially down here in southern Missouri and areas of Arkansas here. We'll have to watch that very, very closely here. They probably won't be too big of storms, but we will have to watch them because they will be during the nighttime hours. So during the nighttime hours, we really don't see as big of a severe weather threat. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't watch these very closely here. So just watch out here. Have a way to get warnings here in northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, though. Just be on alert there. As we fast forward, we'll see those rain showers and thunderstorms kind of dissipate. We see some sort of another round here around 7 p.m. These are the ones that we're going to have to watch probably the most here. So we're going to see some storms develop probably around 1 a.m. according to what it shows here on the AM3K. These are the ones we're going to have to watch for more of that large hail, damaging wind, maybe a tornado too possible here for some of these areas in Kansas, Oklahoma, maybe a little bit of Missouri there. We could be seeing some stronger storms going on here. So then we see that dissipates by 6 a.m. on Thursday here, and then we fast forward here. We see some rain showers in Kansas, but we're not seeing anything too big according to the AM3K by 1 a.m. on Friday. So, but we will have to watch this closely. So, but right now around 1 a.m. on Friday. Not looking like we're gonna have too much going on Thursday. At least what I'm seeing here. We'll have to watch Thursday very closely, but right now I'm not seeing anything too big or major here going on for Kansas, Colorado, Nebraska, or Missouri here. We'll definitely have to watch, but it looks like we may see some rain showers, but really showing that we're not going to really see any severe storms on Thursday. But we will have to watch Friday. We can't look that far out quite yet here, but we're going to look at a different model to see what it looks like here for some of these areas. So let's move on to our NAM 12K. Okay, here's the NAM 12K here. We have some rain showers still going on according to what it shows for areas of Iowa, maybe some light rain showers for areas of Kansas, Nebraska, Missouri potentially here. Could see some light rain showers here. We're going to continue to fast forward here. So we see some heavy rain showers here for Iowa, Illinois, Wisconsin, according to what it shows here around 7 a.m. on April 22nd here. That's Friday here. As we move on here, we see mainly dry conditions going on here. Areas of Missouri or Nebraska, Kansas and South Dakota here. We're seeing some pretty dry conditions going on as of this time around 1 p.m. It looks like we're going to be mainly dry for most of Friday here. As we get to around 1 a.m. Friday night or Saturday, as you can say here, and we see potentially some stronger storms developing here. It looks like it's going to be around 1 a.m., so it will be a night event. That means we may see a less chance of severe weather. We will still have to watch this very closely here. It shows this is going to be after dark here. So if we see damaging wind, large hail, and tornadoes here, we will have to watch it in the dark here because it's showing we're going to have potentially some storms around 1 a.m. in the morning. So it'll be definitely an overnight event according to the NAM 12K as of now. It could still change over the next little bit, but according to the NAM 12K, it shows we're going to see potentially some storms here, areas of Nebraska, South Dakota here, potentially some stronger storms here. So we'll have to watch this very closely over the next few days. I'll try to provide updates here on the channel over the next few days. So yeah, let's move on to our instability here, see how much instability we have here for these storms. Okay, here is the instability here for the United States. This is as of right now. So we're going to fast forward here to look for tomorrow here. So tonight we're really not going to have much instability going on, but as we move into tomorrow here, we're going to see a lot more instability here for areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas here. We are going to see quite a bit of instability here, around 2,000 to around 3,000 joules per kilogram of instability here for these areas. So we will have to watch for some strong storms tomorrow here, as we will definitely have enough instability, and we're going to see this instability continue to move north here. See about 1,000 joules per kilogram for areas of Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas. We're not seeing too much going on for Thursday here, but as we move into Friday, look how far north this instability moves up here. Look at this here. We see about potentially, let's see, 3,000 joules per kilogram here for areas of Nebraska here. So we have quite a bit of instability here for the central United States here into the Midwest here, where we're going to see these storms develop. So we definitely will have enough instability for Nebraska here. But South Dakota, we aren't seeing too much instability. But as we continue to go into the night, it shows that instability will start to grow for some of these areas. So we'll have to watch that very, very closely. We'll definitely have enough instability, especially here in Nebraska and Kansas here. Also have instability all the way over here to Indiana, sorry. And then we also have quite a big cape down here in Texas here, also around 1,000 joules per kilogram here. And as we move on, like I said, we're going to see quite a bit of it move up to areas in Nebraska and South Dakota, but we see it lowers as we go into the nighttime hours. So we will see that cape start to go away here for South Dakota and Nebraska. So this is as far out as we can go, but we will have some instability when these storms develop. There won't be as much as there will be uh, earlier in the day around 1 p.m. here on Friday. We're going to see quite a big cape, but we won't have any storms happening until around 1 a.m. at night. And this is about 1 a.m. at night. We'll see a little lower in values of cape here. We will still have 1,000 joules per kilogram, and that's definitely enough for severe weather here. So we will have to continue to watch this. This could still go up, so this is just a few days out here. We will have to watch this very closely because this can easily go up here for these areas. So continue to watch this very, very closely here in the Midwest. Okay, here is our moisture here. So we're going to see that moisture start to come up here tomorrow. So we will have about 60-degree dew points. So that's definitely enough for some severe weather tomorrow. There is Oklahoma here. So we will have to watch that as we go into Thursday here. We will have some instability for some of these areas, but there won't be any storms developing until about Friday here, according to what the NAM3K is at least showing. And we see quite a bit of moisture comes up, but we're not seeing big amounts of moisture here, not upper 60s. We're seeing around lower 60s, 50s here, upper 50s. So we will have enough moisture here, but it's not going to be very high moisture up here. We definitely will see enough for some severe weather going on here, but it's not going to be big moisture like we've seen before with our other severe weather outbreaks we've seen this year. We will see some 60-degree dew points, so we will have to watch here areas of the lower Midwest here. So we will have to watch that very, very closely. There is still 63s here around 1 o'clock in the morning here, so we will have moisture going on. It's just not as high as some of our other severe weather outbreaks that have occurred here, but we're going to have to watch this still very closely here as we move forward toward this event here. Okay, here's the STP or significant tornado parameter here. This is for today. We're not seeing too much going on right now for areas of the United States for today, so we really don't have tornado risk for today. As we move on into tomorrow, though, we have a better chance of seeing maybe a few tornadoes here. We're going to move to tomorrow here, and you see we do have a risk for maybe a few tornadoes going on. Areas of Oklahoma and Kansas here, we will have to watch for maybe a chance of a few tornadoes in here. Maybe a significant tornado. We will have to watch this very, very closely here. So, but the storms are more north or southy here. We will probably see less of a tornado risk here. Probably less overall risk here. But if there is any storms near this area here tomorrow, as some of the models are showing a few storms will be near this area, we will have to watch maybe for a tornado or two potential with those storms here. So we will have to watch that. This is about a 2 to 3 on the significant tornado parameter, so we will have to watch this very closely. It's not high, but still pretty high here for these areas, so we will have to watch here. I wouldn't be surprised if they did issue maybe a 5% chance here for some of these areas. So we will have to watch that. Okay, we're going to move on here, and we see risk kind of goes down as we go into the night here. And as we head into the next day, we have a little bit of values here, but nothing too big for Thursday here. So Thursday's not looking too big really overall in the severe weather risk here. As we move on to Friday, we see that significant tornado parameter rises here. Look at this here, about when the storms are going to be developing almost around this time here. We see some high values for northern Nebraska and some areas of southern South Dakota here. We see that there is going to be a risk of a few tornadoes here, and that's about a 5 to near 6 on the significant tornado parameter, and it only goes up to 9 on the significant tornado parameter here. So that's pretty high here, showing that we will have a tornado risk here on Friday night into Saturday morning here. So we will have to watch this very closely here for Nebraska, because we do have that risk here of maybe a few tornadoes and potentially a few being significant here. Look at these values here. We see this as a little south of these storms here around probably around 10 p.m. If there is these storms that develop, there is still some higher values up here. We see most of that significant tornado parameter is a lot more south now of these areas, and if that does occur here, that means there's going to be better chances of significant tornadoes down in Colorado, Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas. But if there's no storms that develop, really there's no use to worry down here. If there's no storms in these areas, we won't see tornadoes. So no storms equals no severe weather. So if there's no storms down these areas, we won't see a tornado risk. But if we see one or two storms, we will have to watch those very closely down here in Texas, Oklahoma, maybe Colorado. So we will have to watch that. But where these storms are developing up here in Nebraska and South Dakota, we do have a little bit here around 2 here in significant tornado parameter around 10 p.m. here. So we see it lowers. We still have risk for maybe a tornado in here. We're going to fast forward again here, and then we still see some quite high values. Remember, Kansas is in the risk here, and you see that's about a 3 here on the significant tornado parameter, so we'll have to watch this very closely here for Kansas and Nebraska here. As these storms develop, we may see some stronger storms, maybe a few tornadoes here. So, but if these storms don't develop down here in Texas, if no storms develop down here, we probably won't see a tornado risk. And it's not looking like any storms will, but we will have to watch it very closely over the next few days here. Still a little far out here. Can't really tell if there's any storms that will develop down here. So, but we'll find out in the incoming days. The ingredients will change here over the next few days. So a lot of stuff's going to change here. So, but I just want to show you what the models are showing as of right now. So the area of the significant tornado parameter will likely change here. It could move north, it could move south. You probably want to move south here, because there's probably going to be not as many storms down here in New Mexico and Texas here. So hopefully it moves south here. But if it moves north, we have a better risk of tornadoes here for Friday for areas in Nebraska and South Dakota, where we had that best chance of severe weather that they outlined in the 15% chance area. So we'll have to watch this very, very closely. Stay tuned to your National Weather Service. Stay tuned to my videos, streams. I'll probably be streaming the next few days, so be careful there. Have a way to get warnings up there. Nebraska, South Dakota, and Kansas here. So just stay tuned. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video here. I tried to change the way my videos look here. Hopefully you guys like the way I laid it out. Let me know if I should go back to my old style slideshows or keep doing it like this here. Try to do something new here. I want to see how it went. So hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video here. Let me know what you guys think of it here. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of your day here, and see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.